Thank you, Asaph.
Thanks. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wake Up Missoula. My name is Noelle McFoy.
And I'm Scott Ramp.
And that was...
Asaph Adonai. And what song was that, Asaph?
That's a song called Hannah Montana.
Nice.
And apparently, is it fair to guess that you're going to be talking about the Hannah Montana?
Yes, we're going to be talking about the Hannah Montana.
I think at a certain time in history is that when people asked what was the capital of Montana, people would say Hannah.
Yes, I'm sure they will. Yep, I'm sure they will.
I'm assuming even back in the day when kids would say Helena, they'd be like, I said hell. I know, like...
Well, we have a great show for you guys today. We've got a guest on today from the Resource Center at Missoula Aging Services, Kate Cotnoir. And then we've got some events. Do you have any city council?
No, we have no city council
We have
today.
Summer camps this week, so it's
we have a lot of stuff going on this week. We're in the process of making a featurette film.
Featurette, not full length.
So it should be about 15-20 minutes long. It's going to be it'll be a good movie. It's about a murder mystery. And that will premiere on Friday during the live show at 5 p.m. Yep.
On
great.
Channel 189.
Channel 189, the channel that you're watching right now. So let's talk about weather. This week has been nice. Like we had a really rainy Monday, but now that's all over behind us. Now we're gonna have sunny into the 80s, and we're gonna get into the 90s by this weekend. So if we take a look, it is currently 48 degrees outside.
A little chilly out there. There was some frost in my window.
But it will get warm. It's gonna be a sunny 81 as the high today. Tonight it's gonna be nice and clear to get cooled down to about 52 degrees. Thursday you can expect to be nothing but sunny, going as high as 90 degrees
the rest of the
outside.
week,
94 on Friday, and then 95 is the high on Saturday. So that's basically what's going on with weather. Do you have any fire updates?
You don't know. I do not have any fire updates as of now. I did check. I quickly scanned the newspaper this morning, though, and it said the headline was that we had 700 people were working to control the current fire. So I'll have more fire updates for you guys on Friday.
Yep. But if you want to know more information about Wake Up Missoula, you can log on to our website, wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. You see a nice picture of Noelle in the thumbnail, giving events from last Monday's show.
Yeah.
So we have current episodes, past interviews, a little bit about us, some pictures and galleries. We have our own music page, and you can all check it out at wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. But I suggest you like us on our Wake Up Missoula page, our Facebook page on Facebook, called, aptly named by the name of our show, Wake Up Missoula. You can also follow us on Twitter. We're all over the place. We have some wonderful tweets. We tweet out once in a while with new videos and stuff.
Yep.
And you can also follow Missoula Community Access Television on Twitter at MCAT-TV Missoula.
Yeah, if you guys want to find out more information about MCAT, you can like us on Facebook, or you can check us out on MCAT.org. MCAT.org,
where Do It in 72 is returning once again. So in October, we're doing a contest called Do It in 72. And of course, if you know, then you have 72 hours to make a film, and the top prize is $500. Second prize is $200.
Something like that.
Third prize is $100.
Either way, it's
and everyone
cool.
gets a shirt.
And a shirt. You guys, you can't go wrong with free clothes.
You can't.
Yeah.
Of course, what else? Okay, so we have brand new programming happening tonight, and of course, one of my favorite of all programs is called Composer Showcase 2015. But of course, the 2015 is irrelevant because the Composer Showcase is awesome, regardless of who you are. It is all about students from the University of Montana writing their own music and performing it in front of an audience and judges to be graded on. And I think it is just a wonderful program. And here is Composer's Showcase, which is actually, I forgot, it's happening tonight at 6 p.m. So on channel 189 at 6 p.m., this is the Composer's Showcase. right, so it's happening
awesome.
tonight. And that's original music for
yeah,
sure.
That was
And
great.
that's just one of many composers happening. And this is an ongoing series. This is like our 5th composer showcase. And I think this is a great resource. And you can also watch it online at mcat.org by watching live. And of course, following that is a little how to enter the fair. So if you're interested in learning how you can get involved with the fair, there's multiple videos about entering the fair through multiple categories. You know, photography, art, Lego
Animals,
building. So this one, we're featuring some cute little bunnies.
Ooh.
These rabbits are junior does. They are about 10 weeks old, and they're already at 3 pounds, ready for harvesting, if you will, a fryer, if you will. The processing weight is between 3 and 5 pounds, 3 pounds being a fryer, 5 pounds being a roaster. And on a rabbit, your main meat is your back strap, and your hindquarters is where the main meat product is. And Californians are a wonderful, gentle breed as well. They have a great meat-to-bone ratio and great growth. They grow very quickly.
Okay.
So by the time they're 10 to 12 weeks old, they're ready. So
they're ready.
They're ready. Yep.
Is there
all right, so
they have a great meat-to-bone ratio.
I like in the corner you saw in the picture. There's like the sad bunnies going, "Don't eat me."
Oh my gosh! And then she's like, "They're a nice, gentle breed. Yeah, easier for eating, so you don't have to run after them." Oh my god! That just threw me off.
Yeah, I totally wanted to do that.
Yeah, you guys should have seen my face.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So of course we have we have a couple of new programs happening tonight. This is the Asia Montana Energy Summit that's happening tonight. But of course before that at 8 p.m. We have so this is all happening from 6 to 8. And this is the Zoom Music Award winner.
Oh,
and
nice.
Once I'm done showing this, you guys, we're going to bring out Kate.
Yeah.
And she's going to talk about this brand new program from the Missoula Aging Service. So stay with us. We'll be right back right after this.
The lies of the truth thing and see the beauty in the ugly of my mood swings. Truth hurts because the pain is what the truth brings. And truthfully your lies are what makes this life soothing. I start my arm for fear of dominancy. I'd buy for you, my dear, a whole farm and a sea. A lot can change in the long run, so we would take our shoes off and fall asleep. Wasn't till after the bars we'd speak a couple tough facts.
All right, we are back here with Kate, and she's here to talk about a new program from the Missoula Aging Services, but she is representing the resource. She's a resource specialist, right?
Yeah. That's correct, yes.
Yep. So please, tell us what's going on.
Well, first I'd like to let you know that the Resource Center is a program of Missoula Aging Services which promotes the independence, dignity, and health of older adults and those who care for them.
Awesome.
Yeah. And so the new program that we're launching helps people and gives them the opportunity to discover, record, and communicate the things that are important to them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so is this like a computer program?
No, this is a program where, well, nobody really likes the thought of becoming invisible as they grow older. And there are certain elements to our daily lives that we all hope to maintain. Things like health and independence and some of the things that define us as individuals and make us happy or bring us joy. And, you know, most of us probably will come to a point in our lives where those things will be more difficult for us to communicate. And so, you know, we may need the help of caregivers, somebody on staff at an assisted living facility or a nursing home, or one of our family members. We may need their help in the future. And so we want to be able to communicate the things that are important to us. And if the day comes when that becomes more difficult for us, how are we going to do that? And this program enables us to do that.
Cool.
Wow.
So, Well, what does this program highlight? Let's talk about some of the things that the program's highlighting, because you kind of like, we're talking about what Missoula Aging Services kind of does in general, but this new program, what is it going to be highlighting?
This program, so it helps people to record and communicate those things that are important to them. And so recently we had a gentleman that came into our office, and he came in with his wife and daughter, and this gentleman had for quite some time been affected by a really serious medical condition, and so the whole family had become really focused on the things that were necessary for his care, and it seemed that some of the things that were important to his happiness had kind of been lost. And so they were able to sit down with the resource specialist and talk about the things that bring him happiness, the things that are important to him, and also some of the things in the community, some resources that could be really helpful. And so they talked about specifically the resources that might help that family and that individual the most. And then all of that information from those meetings was put into a plan and recorded, and it can be used as a tool to communicate in the future if it becomes more difficult for him to communicate those things. And it's in electronic and written format, and so it's just a great communication tool for the future that can be shared with care partners, healthcare people, whoever might need to know what really matters to that individual.
Yeah,
That's so wonderful.
And this is, you know, like Missoula Aging Services, important to me, especially because my dad is just of the retired age, and he just turned 67 in June. So I'm just wondering about, like, you know, just newly retired, like what kind of age range is the this program usually geared towards highlighting?
We work with people who are 62 and older, and also all people with disabilities. So
nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And so where can people find more information about this program?
You can call Missoula Aging Services at 728-7682 and talk to any resource specialist.
That's awesome. And so it has officially launched.
Yeah, it's just kind of on the cusp. But
we're still in the
working
making.
on it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so
you can sure call for information, and we'll help you with it.
And then how many people have you guys served with this program so far?
Well, we've just kind of done a pilot so far, so we've served a few people, and it's been really helpful to the people that have gone through it.
Awesome. Great. Well, thank you very much, Kay.
Yeah, thank you.
And so, thanks everyone. We'll be right back after this.
Grandpa always wanted to be a cowboy, so he and my grandma bought some property in the Beartooth of south central Montana when my mother was young. We've spent summers there ever since. It's where we scattered my grandpa's ashes. This beautiful land is now being threatened by fracking. In this destructive process of extracting natural gas, 750 chemicals, including 29 known carcinogens, are pumped into the ground using 2 to 5 million gallons of water. Up to 70% of the chemical water stays in the ground after the process. To make matters worse, Montana currently enacts a tax holiday for oil and gas exploration. For the first 12 to 18 months of operation, companies are taxed less than 1%. For fracked wells, this is usually the most active period of the well's life. If fracking is allowed, the Beartooth won't be safe. We have too much to risk. Say no to fracking.
Say no to fracking,
welcome
everyone.
back. Or don't. That's a
Or
PSA.
don't.
It's completely up to you.
You can do whatever you want.
Brings jobs. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we have another segment we're going to talk about, and that is events.
Yes, you guys. We're going to be talking about some events. Lots of things going on, as always. Missoula is a very active city, especially in the summer. So we're going to start off with an event I usually talk about because it's always really fun. Family Fun Time at Mismo Gymnastics, which starts at 10 a.m. this morning. Open gym. This is an open gym for ages walking to 12 years. And it's just a safe environment full of obstacle courses, trampolines, and foam pits. $5 for members or $8 for non-members. Out to Lunch is at Caris Park at 11. This is where it's from 11 to 2, so nice, your midday lunchtime. As we're they have over 20 vendors and some bands and some kids' activities. And so the entertainment is the live music by the Hardin Scott Band, the kids' activities by the Zootown Arts Community Center, and is sponsored by ABC Fox Montana, CTA Architects, Engineers, and Run Wild Missoula. So thank you very much, sponsors.
Oh, Scott Band. Sounds good to me.
Scott Band. He wishes.
No, it is.
Is
It
it
says
good?
Scott Band. So
Is it a good band?
I don't know.
It's Scott
It
Band.
has my name, so it's good.
Of course.
Yeah.
Any band with the name Scott in it
Yes.
is good. Kind of just like Scott toilet paper.
Except for Scottish music.
Scott does not sponsor Scottish music.
No. Maybe the drums that play in the background, but not the bagpipes.
Not the bagpipes.
All right, moving on.
So Spectrum Discovery area, their Discovery Bench is Pressure, and their Brain Lab is Glowing Cells. Starts at 11 a.m. today. And over out at Big Sky High School, they've got a film at 1 p.m. It's a free popcorn and a family movie in their library. Middle School Writers is at the Missoula Public Library starting at 3 p.m. It's a writing group for ages 6 through 9, or grades 6 through 9. And they get and give good feedback, play with words, and eat a bunch of chocolate. And then at the Top Hat Lounge is the, every Wednesday at 4:30 is their live recorded shows of Fish. So it's kind of like their Grateful Dead Mondays. And so it's Wednesdays, but it's, so it's got Fish-themed happy hour, audio show, video, and more. And they have trivia too, I've heard. And so it's a free show, all ages, but after 9, you gotta get out if you're under 21. And then over on the Kettle House, at 5 p.m., they have got their community pint night. So 50 cents from each beer sold will go to the nonprofit of the night. And then over at Great Burn Brewing Company, they've also got their pint night starting at 5 p.m. They have an Extreme Sports for Vets charity pint night. So from 5 to 8, they'll donate 50 cents from each beer to the Extreme Vets for charity, or Extreme Sports for Vets. Starts at 5. And then, so I've been talking about this Taste Buds Kitchen. I'm pretty sure that's a little kid, that it's like a children's cooking place. And so they teach kids how to, cook. It's really cute. And so they're having a Pizza Perfection workshop tonight at 5 p.m. It's for ages 2 to 6. And so it's located on 131 East Main Street. And so they're just going to make pizza. They're going to do whole wheat and honey. And then I'm sure they're going to make, like marinara and basil pizzas and stuff like that. So it's a grand opening special is $10 per parent/child pair. So that's great. Starts at 5. What a nice way to connect with your kids, right? And teach them a great skill, because if you don't know how to cook and feed yourself, then everyone's going to be very worried about you. Okay, and then moving on. Art on Tap is at Brooks and Brown's starting at 6 p.m. This is for people that not only love to paint, but love to be social and gather in a social environment and drink drinks. So pretty much an instructor is going to lead you in a painting, art session while you drink some wine. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. There is Jazz Night at the Top Hat Lounge at 6 p.m. It's Kimberly Carlson Jazz Trio. And then over at the Roxy, they've got a movie. It's called Symphony of the Soil. It's presented by CFAC. It starts at 7 p.m. And it's a documentary that features the complexity and mystery of soil. So it's a captivating mix of art and science, and it shows that the soil is the foundation of life on Earth. Which, I feel like that's common sense, but whatever. And then Chris Pumphrey Band is going to be at the Imagination Brewing Company at 6 p.m. And then over at 7 p.m. at the Sunrise Saloon is country dance lessons with Kathy Clark. She will teach, I'm pretty sure it's country swing. It's $5 per lesson. And then at Stage 112, there's some music. There's Turnpike Troubadours. It's at 8 p.m. tonight. And it's $15 in advance and the day of the show. So $15, yeah. Look them up on YouTube if you want to hear what they're like. And then there's a Shermana Tour kickoff. It's Shakespeare Under the Influence. And so Shermana is this Missoula's post-metal band. And so they're saying goodbye because they're embarking on their Western New York tour. And they're going to watch Shakespeare Under the Influence perform Much Ado About Nothing while under the influence. Yeah. If you guys don't know what Shakespeare Under the Influence is, do you know what it is, Scott?
It's where they read Shakespeare while they drink.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I thought this sounds like a metal band.
I think it's like a metal band that's going to be doing Shakespeare.
Oh, I thought that they do this like on at the Ballend or like on a Tuesday night or something. No, Tuesday night's like their open mic, and then Wednesday night's like the Craptastic karaoke.
Yeah, well, it says Shermana Tour Kickoff Shakespeare Under the Influence. So I bet it's like their tour, and they're also kicking off the Shakespeare Under the Influence.
Cool.
Yeah, metalheads love Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Okay. and
Dissolve.
And then so there's a Missoula City Band Concert Series, 8 p.m. at Bonner Park Band Show. Scott, are you going to be there?
Yes, okay, I will be there.
Scott will be there with his trombone. Look for him in the back. Are you in the back?
Yeah, I'm in the back.
Yeah. Next to the drummers.
I'm usually get on camera because the main guy who talks the saxophone, he stands up, and then Ron usually gets me over his shoulder.
Oh, really? That's funny.
That's why I chose to be second trombone instead of first. I'll never be first chair because the guy who is first chair is going to die in his chair, and I'll probably lose interest within the next 5 years. Maybe not. I don't know.
Do you guys have to compete for first and second chairs?
No, it's just grandfather did.
Nice.
It's more like if you've been there longer, then it's like you're there.
Oh, you have second chair. Hey, Scott. Good job.
I'm second trombone. There's 3 others in front of me. I just let them be in front of me because I'm not a good trombone player.
Yeah.
I hit my wall.
Yeah.
I hit my wall. I'm just like I'm not a music major. I just play music. That's the difference between a band nerd and a band geek.
Yeah.
Asaph, band nerd. Scott, band geek. Boom.
I don't play trombone either, so we're
No, like, you were in bands.
But you studied music.
Yeah, and you do music still.
Yeah. Okay, Dissolve. I'm so sorry, but not really. Okay, so
She's never is.
Karaoke is at the Eagles at 8:30, and there's karaoke at the Badler at 9. And then there's Milk Crate Wednesdays at the Palace at 9. That's a bunch of electronic stuff. And then there's karaoke at the Sunrise at 9. And then, that's what's going on for today. We're gonna switch gears over to Asaph now.
All right. We are going to talk about a young woman named Destiny Hope Cyrus, known to the world as Miley Cyrus. Yeah. Miley Cyrus is an American singer, songwriter, actress. Her father, the one and only Billy Ray Cyrus, Achy Breaky Heart, for those who don't know who Billy Ray Cyrus is. Anyway, Miley has held some minor roles in television on a series called Doc and a film called Big Fish in her childhood. In 2006, she rose to prominence as a teen idol after being cast in the Disney Channel television series Hannah Montana. And of course, that song I played at the very beginning is called Hannah Montana. It's from the John Shams piano series book, and I just fancied it up a little bit. But anyway, Hannah Montana is an American musical comedy series, and it's focused on a character named Miley Stewart, of course played by Miley Cyrus, a teenager living a double life as an average schoolgirl by day and a famous recording artist, Hannah Montana, by night. So it follows the day-by-day life of Miley, her brother, friends, and of course, once again, her father, Billy Ray Cyrus, plays the father on the program. And finally, let's see. After Miley signed a recording contract with Hollywood Records in 2007, she released her debut studio album, Meet Miley Cyrus, and it was certified quadruple platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America for exceeding 4 million shipments and producing the hit See You Again. And of course, the rest is history. So I wanted to focus more on Hannah Montana because she'll be always Hannah to a bunch of people, even though she has evolved and became Miley Cyrus.
Yes, I agree.
She'll always be Hannah Montana to me, so I'll leave it at that.
Well, and as Miley Cyrus, she's just super famous regardless right now.
Yeah.
For being crazy. Like, they all are crazy.
Well, it'll be most interesting to see what this young woman does in about 20 years.
I'm very curious, too. I'm very curious to see where she is going to go and to see where Justin Bieber is going to go.
Yeah, but it is fun. If you ever watch Hannah Montana, it's kind of a cute little fun show.
Yeah. And for that age, it was cute. It was good for Disney. Mm-hmm. Good role model for younger girls, I thought.
Yeah, it's a far cry from the Annette Funicello days.
Yeah.
But
But I'm very curious as to where she's going to end up and where Justin Bieber's going to end up.
Well, I tell you, if I had 1/10 of the money Miley Cyrus has, I don't think I'd have to play the piano anymore. But I enjoy playing, so I'll play anyway.
Yeah, of course. You are Missoula.
Yeah.
You are Missoula.
Missoula, yeah. Well, I'm not Miley Cyrus, obviously, but
I think you're
we'll
cooler than Miley
always
Cyrus.
remember. I'm gonna best remember her as Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, nice. Thank you very much, Asaph.
Sure.
And for those of you that don't really like Miley Cyrus that much, there is one saving grace that's kind of making me like still be okay with her. Is that she has got these sessions called the Backyard Sessions, and where she does country covers and plays some of her own songs. But they're country songs, and they're beautiful, and she's got such a good voice. So I highly encourage everyone to go on YouTube and just look up Miley Cyrus's Backyard Sessions, because they're beautiful and they're great. She's got a great voice. She's a great performer. She's just going a little crazy right now. But you know, like the only difference between her and like an average 21-year-old is that she's
Nothing.
Yeah, she's got money.
Nothing is different between her and any other young girl. She just happens to have cameras.
Yeah, she just happens to have
face.
money and cameras. Like, she's not doing anything different than like any of my friends ever did, or
Yeah,
she probably has a giant teddy bear carved by now.
yeah. I mean, my friends aren't making, you know, of course.
They're not making mega bucks. For
Yeah,
sure.
but that's the only difference. It's like she's just being an average like 21-year-old. She's
Because
just
if your friends were
cameras.
making mega bucks, you'd have to introduce me.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody is swinging on a ball and chain these days.
No, no.
That's Miley for you.
Yeah, but you know, she's trying to separate herself from Hannah Montana.
I
and from
understand
that like
that, yeah.
sweet girl ideology, which I understand too, but she didn't have to go about it so trashy, I think.
Oh well.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's bold.
That's okay. It's
Yeah.
not, she'll never watch this anyway.
We're waking up bold this morning on Wake Up Missoula.
I know, I'm feisty this morning.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
And now let's dissolve.
Dissolve back to events. It's not like she's ever going to see this anyway. I don't care.
I don't know. This is
Okay.
Montana.
I want to check out what's going on in Montana. Did you see that show, Wake Up Missoula, that slandered me? All right, so now we are on to Thursday events. So everything that I'm about to talk about is what's going on tomorrow. So if I accidentally say today, disregard that, it's tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow at 6 a.m., there is this is at 6 p.m. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna come back to this. Sometimes they do that.
They mislabel it in
Yeah.
the Missoula events, and it's like,
They'll do
no.
6 a.m., yeah. Okay, so starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning is a NAMI Missoula weekly meeting. This is at Providence Center, and it's a free open meeting for anyone affected by mental illness or interested in learning about people with mental illness, or NAMI. It's located at 902 North Orange in room 104. Then we take a big jump and go to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Is Read Dogs is at the Missoula Public Library from 1 to 2. They're on the Dragon Rug in the children's area. And then NAMI Connection Support Group. This is a free weekly support group for adults with mental illness. And this is located at 202 Brooks Street, room 210. It starts at 1:30. And then we go over to Zootown Brew from 2 to 4, and there's a Missoula's Alzheimer's Cafe. So there have been a lot of things for people with mental illness or Alzheimer's, or that have diseases that need, you know, discussions or to talk to someone or some support. So at Zootown Brew is the Missoula Alzheimer's Cafe, and it's for people with memory loss and friends or family that are living with people with dementia and need some support or just need some people to talk to. And so you can connect with others and enjoy a tasty treat. If you want any more information, you can call Kaylee Burke at 396-3660. The Lego Club is going on at the Missoula Public Library starting at 3:30 to 5 at the Dragon Rug in the children's area. Lego and Duplo pieces are provided, and anyone under 12 has to have an adult with them. And then over in Taste Bud's Kitchen, located on 131 East Main Street, that new kitchen that's for cooking classes for little ones. Starting at 4:30, they have a cooking science mini semester. And so this is a suspense-filled cooking class with serious evidence of intrigue and mystery hiding in the kitchen. And so they're just going to combine their mega minds to unlock kitchen secrets and make original creations and amazing food. So it's $200 per semester, that's 10 sessions, or $25 per session. There's a grand opening special, $40 per 4 sessions, or $12 per session. Yeah, starts at 4:30 tomorrow. And then over at Montana Art and Framing, Gallery 709, there's a closing reception for the Salt Mine Group from 5 to 9 tomorrow. They had a show at the Gallery 709 Montana Art and Framing from June 5th to July 30th. And it's a group show, and they've been exhibiting together since 2004. The group features contemporary works in drawing, painting, collage, printmaking, and sculpture. There's a downtown drop-in wine tasting at La Grata Bella starting at 5 p.m. It's located underneath the Old Post Pub. It's a different theme each week and a minimum of 4 wines, and it's $10 to drop in. Then we have got our Downtown Tonight at Caras Park starting at 5:30 tomorrow evening. This is where they have over 20 different food vendors and bands and kids activities, just like Out to Lunch on Wednesday afternoons. And so the music is by Billy Shaddocks, and kids activity is by Zootown Arts Community Center. And this one is sponsored by Annie Architects, Brett's RV and Marine, and Missoula Federal Credit Union. Merry Place and Blue Moon will be at the Union Club at 5:30. This is smooth and sultry jazz. And then we'll come back to this first event that's not happening at 6 in the morning. Over at the Downtown Dance Collective, starting at 6 p.m. this evening, 6 to 7, they are going to be leading a class through a series of foam roller self-massage techniques aimed at a better aligning the body, letting go of tension. So it's from 6 to 7 is a $10 suggested donation over at the Downtown Dance Collective tomorrow evening. And then we go over to tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Near the Red X's. They are having a call for climate action rally. Starts at 6 p.m. and this is to celebrate the impending release of Clean Power Plan, a new national rule that will dramatically decrease carbon pollution at power plants. So this rally will consist of a few short speeches about the importance of the Clean Power Plan, fun activities for the family, and ways to engage our public officials, placards, and a short march from the X's all the way up to the Higgins Street Bridge with placard signs and other fun visuals. Yeah. And then at the University of Montana, starting at 7 p.m., there is a art lecture put on by art historian Henry Friedman. He's going to explore the depiction of war in art. So from Goya to Picasso's Guernica and Ben Steele's depictions of Bataan Death March, he's going to be talking about war and its impact, how it's often a subject in artwork. And that's going to be at the Mask Theater in the UM TV Center. And then over at the Roxy Theater, they've got a movie starting at 8 p.m. All summer they've been doing the Summer of Spielberg, where they've been showing movies from Steven Spielberg. And so starting at 8 p.m., they have E.T. So they'll be showing E.T. the Extraterrestrial, that awesome movie from our childhood. Yeah. And then I've got some events for this tomorrow evening. Open mic is at the Eagles at 8:30 and at the Broadway at 9. Dead Hipsters at the Badlander at 9. Karaoke is at the Dark Horse at 9. Josh Farmer Band is at the Top Hat at 9:30. And then DJ Hollick is at Monks at 10. So that's what's going on for your next 2 days. You can check out MissoulaEvents.net, the newspaper, The Independent, or the University of Montana's website. Yeah. But we are going to switch gears now. We've got some
great
segment. Great segment.
All right. I just had to get it ready so I could say, get ready for the game Hallmark or Bullmark. So for those of you who don't know how this game works, is I read a synopsis from a Hallmark original movie, or do I? And then you guys at home, or you guys right over right here, have to decide whether or not it is a real Hallmark original movie or it's complete Bullmark. And this is why the game is called Hallmark or Bullmark. Because the synopsis for the Hallmark original movies are so ridiculous that I decided to cash in on that on my morning show to talk about that.
Yes.
So let's start the segment outright with this very first movie. And go! Casey Louise is a young girl who has everything in life until a tragic car accident leaves her with a traumatic brain injury. On the road to recovery, Casey meets the handsome physical therapist, Duncan MacLeod. At first, she's resistant to getting any kind of help, but when when the situation in her health and her love life begins to show shine, Oh God, this is awful. At first, she's resistant to get any kind of help, but when her situation, oh God, let me just say that again. At first, she's resistant to any kind of change or help, but when the situation in her health and her love life begins to show signs of hope, she must decide if she's ready to fight for what's important. And this movie is called Body and Soul. Is this Hallmark, or is this complete Bullmark?
This is so clever. I'm gonna say it's Bullmark.
You're gonna say it's Bullmark?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's Bullmark because you stumbled across your synopsis.
I stumble across every synopsis
I
because
know.
I can't read because I've been out of college for 4 years. Anyways, it is Bullmark.
Yeah, good job, Scott.
Yes.
Thankfully, both Scott and I stutter, and I'm not the only one.
Are you guys ready? Here's the next one. After years of dodging her ex after ditching him at the altar, Megan finds out that her ex, Ethan, has moved on to marry her best friend. On top of that, her friend Lisa has asked Megan's mom to coordinate the wedding. Megan, who's enjoyed this game of cat and mouse with Ethan these last years, she's kind of a sociopath, it seems like. She must decide if she's ready to love for real or repeat the mistakes of the past. And this movie is called Plus One.
This is the craziest girl
Is this
ever.
a Hallmark original movie synopsis, or is this complete Bullmark that Scott, that's me, has made up in this?
This is a Scott mind thing. This
Is it Scott
Bullmark.
mind thing?
This is a Scott fabrication.
All right, what do you think, Asaph?
I'm gonna say it's Bullmark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you guys are right.
Yeah.
You guys swept it. You guys swept this.
No, that's so crazy. She just finds out that her ex is gonna marry her best friend, and then she asks her mom, "Will your mom coordinate my wedding to your ex-fiance?" No. That's so funny. That was good stuff. That was really funny.
All right, so
That was funny.
I think, do we have
Oh, are we
anything else?
done?
Any other announcements? Of course,
I don't
MCAT
think
is
so.
looking for new board members. So if you're
Oh,
interested
yes.
in being a part of MCAT's board, you could find out more information about it on MCAT.org. Meet the board. MCAT seeks 2 volunteer board members. MCAT board members are fun-loving lot of 9 people who help oversee the operations of the media center. The board meets 10 times a year on the 4th Tuesday of the month. Click on the image for an application form and more information on.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're looking for new board members. But of course, if you want to find out more information about Wake Up Missoula,
You can check us out
on our website.
Yeah. wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula.
So nice, we named it twice.
You can like us on Facebook. You can also like us on Twitter. Yeah, that's a Twitter. You can like MCAT on Twitter, as well as Missoula Community Access Television on Facebook. And like Scott said earlier, if you want to find out more information about us, go to MCAT.org and be on our board. Yeah.
Yes, but if you're interested in being on our show to talk about an event, a cause, or anything,
Or if you're a band or
you
anything.
can call us at 542-6228, otherwise known as 542.
MCAT.
Or you can email us mcat@mcat.org. So for Wake Up Missoula, I'm Scott Ramp.
I'm Noelle McAvoy, and here's Asaph Adonai to end us out. Thanks, everyone, and we'll see you Friday.